Alright, so due to popular request, I'm going to go ahead and continue doing these kind of table tennis videos. I guess to start, we're going to talk about another popular serve and how to get a little bit more spin on it. This is the backhand pendulum serve, and I'm going to go over a couple of misconceptions people have about this serve, and then kind of the right contact point for topspin and backspin, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do each kind of do some serves so you can see the action. So without further ado, let's start by talking about the grip and kind of where you should be contacting the ball on this serve. So let me grab my paddle. When you're doing this serve, so actually I'll stand here, it's easier for you guys to see. The common misconception is that when you're doing this serve, if the table is in front of me there, I hit the front of the ball and pull to the side on the backhand serve to get spin, side spin, or top side spin, back side spin. This is wrong. And the reason for that is if you kind of just swipe to the side of the ball to get that spin, you're going to have to push forwards a little bit to get that forwards momentum. And you don't want this because that takes away from the spin. It forces you to be just a little bit flat on the contact point. So the correct way to hit the ball, and you'll actually see this better on the table, is, let me move the camera just a little bit. Alright, so the right way to hit this ball is actually, instead of hitting the front of the ball and pulling to the side, hit the side of the ball and pull forwards with your wrist. So there's so many variations to this serve, and you can kind of do whatever you've been taught, but always make sure not this, but this on the contact point. Side of the ball and pull forwards. Again, a couple more times to show you the contact point. Side of the ball, forward, forward, forwards. Now let's talk about the grip. So as you can see, I'm kind of holding the paddle in like a modified shakehand grip. So if this is my normal shakehand grip, when I'm serving backhand pendulum, I actually twiddle because I have hurricane on my forehand, which is obviously a much tackier rubber than the tensor I use on my backhand. So I like to serve backhand with the hurricane. But regardless of what you use, you just want to lower the grip very slightly. There's no trigger finger technique, so to speak, for the backhand serve. So just, this is your normal grip, lower it slightly, release your thumb, and then this allows just enough wrist to get that kind of flexibility you need. And again, up close to the camera, not front of the ball pulling to the side, but side of the ball accelerating forwards to get the spin. So let's talk about topspin versus backspin. If you want really heavy, and I'm talking like ghost serve type of backspin on this serve, you actually don't want to hit the back of the ball when you're doing this. You actually hit closer to the front of the ball and almost scoop it. Almost think of it as a backhand shovel serve, and then you can kind of do variations on how much side spin you want, if you want to do all backspin or backside. So I guess let's start with the backspin version of the serve. Kind of watch my contact point. I'm going to be hitting the front of the ball, scooping upwards, and then sometimes I can put just a little bit of side spin, sometimes way more side spin, sometimes no side spin, and pure backspin, all with a pretty similar action. Alright, so this is heavy underspin, backhand pendulum serve. Pay attention to my contact point and kind of how the ball travels. Actually, before I go straight into the serve, when you're serving pure underspin, you can come completely forwards on the ball because you're still brushing and you don't have to flat hit to get that forwards momentum because your contact point is naturally forwards. So when you want side spin, you hit the side of the ball and come forwards, and you never hit the front of the ball and come sideways. When you're serving pure underspin, you can scoop forwards. If you're serving backspin with some underspin, it's kind of somewhere in between. So to start, I'm going to serve pure underspin, then I'm going to serve underspin with a little bit of side spin as well. So this is pure underspin. Notice my contact point, front of the ball, and I'm scooping it. Okay, now underspin with some side spin, so pendulum action. And notice the difference in curve. With the side spin, the ball curves to the left. Okay, now I'm going to do backhand pendulum with topside. And again, front of the or side of the ball, pulling forwards. And the thing I love about this serve is that you can keep it really short and deceptive. So again, watch my contact point, kind of watch the trajectory of the ball, and yeah, let's take a look. Now, pure side spin, just the side of the ball, pure side spin. Okay, quick review, we're going to go over all this spins with the basic backhand pendulum serve. So first, pure underspin, kind of shovel action. Next, underspin with some side spin. Not the best contact, but you get the point. Next, top spin with some side spin. And then all side spins. Now, of course, there's many variations to how you can actually go about your action. I mean, if any of you have watched the player Dmitry Ovcharov, he starts really low, but his action is still the same pendulum action. Some choppers do a high toss version of the serve. It's a little bit longer, and they actually do pull to the side a little bit more. Just depends on your playing style. So, again, you can do a high toss version, you can do a very low version of the serve. So that is the backhand pendulum serve. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and the tutorial, and I will be making more of these videos in the future. Leave your questions in the comments on what you'd like advice on, and maybe I'll make a video on it. And I'm gonna leave you guys with a super slow-mo clip of my pure backspin backhand serve.